'Cause my monsters are real, and they're trained how to kill, and there's no coming back, and they just laugh at how I feel. And these
So I just want to check in with myself and do a video. 41 years old. Jordan's birthday was 2 days ago. My youngest daughter's, my youngest daughter. And of course, she did not call me, and she did not want a phone call from me, which is sort of understandable, but at the same time, it's not. So it's a really weird situation, because what it is parental alienation, but then my reaction to the allegations, the false allegations of abuse and blah, 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 and trying to defend myself, the things that my daughter was telling me that I did was outrageous, so I freaked the fuck out, and I said some horrible things, so now it's my fault that they don't talk to me. But initially, it was parental alienation, and they were already their heads were filled with only negative things about me, and in order to fit in, to get along, so they weren't rejected by the other non-co-parenters, they had to agree with them, and then now they're just accustomed to it, they're brainwashed, literally brainwashed. That's my life right now, and I cried and cried and cried and cried, and I still cry, and I'm kind of back, I stopped crying for a little bit, but now I'm kind of back to crying, and it's rotten, and I can be mad at myself too for my reaction, but ultimately I know where this stuff stems from, and it pisses me off that these two just go around acting as though they are not the problem. They did not start the problem. They're perfect parents. No, you're not.
The first scene we did, the first day, the first full day that we were here, we did my first anal scene.
Obviously you're not. My daughter's going to fucking casting couches, probably being basically raped and taken advantage of, and I wish that I was there to be able to warn her about the things, but she's not going to know, because her dad and Jamie are superficial, keep up with the Joneses. They'll just think everything is cool and encourage her without warning her and, being there by her side to make sure that nothing happens to her. I would be there, but she doesn't want me there. I mean, not that I have to be right there, but at least, have someone she could call and be like, hey, this guy was acting a little, made me uncomfortable. And then I could give her the confidence to be like, if that shit happens, you walk right the fuck out and you be like, that's not me. Because if you really want to be a good actress who makes a lot of money, you can't be the one that sleeps with all the guys and the directors and the stuff like that, because you're not going to do anything in a video except for end up naked and dead. So, naked and dead. So, anyways, I'm just thinking about that type of stuff, and she's traveling down to Florida by herself. To me, it seems like by herself. It looks like by herself. I'm sure she has a friend with her or something. Maybe an aunt lives down there with her, or I don't know. But then she leaves her sister.
Well, it wasn't the worst childhood. They were kind of whack as fuck.
Youngest sister with mental problems. By herself, and when she gets older, she's just gonna get worse.
I'm jealous of you?
Yes, you are jealous of me. It's clear. Everybody says it.
Probably schizophrenia. I have schizophrenia. My dad has schizophrenia, and we both end up in the hospital all the time. So yes, I'm crazy, but I didn't start going crazy till years after I hadn't seen my children. So they don't know that part of me having schizophrenia, because I always had the paranoia, but I didn't, I just thought that was just me. I was thinking somebody's stealing my stuff. I always think somebody's out to get me. I always think somebody's talking about me behind my back or looking at me weird. And, all those things I had my entire life, but then the schizophrenia came in, and it really woke me up to a lot of things, but made me super internalize everything, just really internalize everything and question myself. And it's ultimately turned out to be a good thing, because I'm a better person because of it. And the reason why I say I'm a better person is because I don't lie, because I don't do anything that I would have to lie about, because I don't want to lie, and I don't want to be a bad person. So, it's it's been a good thing. But the sad thing is that I've learned so much, and I have 3 daughters who I'd love to, teach them the things that I've learned, and hopefully make life a little bit easier on them, so they experience less heartache, less God smacks and stuff like that. But Jamie and Josh have taken all that away from me, and it's really sad. So anyways, So, anyways, I'm one of those people that have to make like a bunch of fake accounts to hide who I am for my daughters, so that way I can keep up with them and see what they're doing, because I just have to know. I'm obsessed. Like, if I was a boyfriend, I'd be an obsessed boyfriend, but I'm a mother, and I'm an obsessed mother. I'm obsessed with my children, and I miss my daughter Elena immensely, so much, and I feel bad for what I told her she was fat and ugly. Like, that's the type of shit that I deserve to be shot for. But, you know, but nothing. It's wrong, and I'm fucked up for saying it, but she hurt my feelings. And the way she came at me was like, oh, we need to have boundaries. I'm like, well, I don't even know what she's talking about. Like, I'm your mother. You know, I haven't seen you in years. You should be excited. You should want to see me. But the fact that she wasn't lets me know that my sister, who was taking care of her, she's my oldest daughter. And then I have 2 younger daughters who have the same father. And then my oldest daughter has a different father, but he was deported to Mexico. So my sister got her. And my sister, I don't know what she did, but just must have proceeded to only fill her head with negative things about me. You know, I'm irresponsible, don't have insurance on my vehicle, driving around with children in my car and not having insurance. I mean, to her, that's child abuse, but she is a wannabe yuppie. She grew up on welfare cheese and peanut butter and freaking just like me. So she's just trying to keep up with the Joneses. She always has been that way. And you know, whether she's awake or asleep, I don't know. I don't know how conscious. I don't think she's very conscious of her actions. I think that she thinks that what she does is right, and everything she does is right, and it could never be wrong. Well, you are wrong, and it is wrong, and if I ever see you, well, let's just hope I don't, for your sake, Shannon. So, you know, anyways, well, I'm a mother, and I'm like gonna protect my babies, and they brainwashed my babies, they hurt my babies, they gave them mental problems, they gave them a complex instead of letting me be in their life or having them have contact with me so that way they could know what's going on with me, but instead they just were extracted and then never seen again. So it's quite traumatic. And I didn't know that they were gone, and they've been gone, and I didn't know that, and it's just horrible. So anyways, this is where my life is now. But on a good note, I seen my dad for the first time, and well, I seen it briefly in 2017, literally for like 5 minutes, but then before that I hadn't seen him since I was probably 13 years old, 14 years old, no, 18 years old. I'm 41, because I remember he came up to our apartment, and yeah, so anyways, I haven't seen him since then. I've talked to him, but he came up and stayed a week and had a good time, and everything was good, and like he wants to come back, so that's good. Me and my mom are getting along better. I was fighting with her. We had some issues, and she has COPD and emphysema and is probably gonna die soon. So I don't know. I love my mom. I love her a lot. I always have. No, she's not the best mom. She wasn't perfect. There's a lot of things that are fucked up about her, but I still love her. And yeah, so that's kind of what's going on in my life now. So I just wanted to vlog that and just come back and look at it maybe in a couple years and just see if I've come any further, like where I'm at with the parental alienation, and I don't know, like where I'm at with all my toys, you know, what am I doing with my toy collection? Is my mom alive? Is my dad? You know, how is things going? So that's what this is for. So anyways, if you watch this, sorry. And if you enjoyed it, well, all right. So anyways, have a good day.
No, 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 no.